said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Baylor Bears, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Tigers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, they had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to throw on 3rd. Right on the money. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll move the wide receiver. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Snapped it in the shotgun. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Fires to the right. He's got it.
Well, that's one the defender would love to have back. Great coverage there on the corner route. That's a 50-50 ball. He just has to do a better job high-pointing it at the top. The receiver beat him to the ball and made a big play.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
Auburn trying to convert on 4th down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. third down stop.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, and 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here's a hit. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
When a situation like that where it's 3rd and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate to help your punter out.
They punted away on 4th down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. So here comes the Auburn offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Great place to start for this offense. Toss to the left. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Calls his own number. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Loses 2. 3rd down coming up.
That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man in the middle. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Handoff to the lone back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback will keep it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Quarterback making checks. Out of the shotgun on third down. He's got it on the move. And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Tiger. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Indiana is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply do not see from this program. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 28 to Alabama. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being...
Oh, he's got some space. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early. And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Terry. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. The Bears will hustle to the line.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Bears trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on 1st down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Just drives it between the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throwing right. He's got an open man. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Looks as if he's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Timeout, Auburn.
And in the waning seconds of the 1st half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3 ball here before the break. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bears will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15.
We'll take over 1st and 10.
And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'll leave it with him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Bears in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Using the quick game. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
Number 85.
When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room, and couldn't find much on that return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
2nd down coming up.
The Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Terry. Touchdown Bears! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Indiana is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply do not see from this program. Embarrassing.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
We'll take over. First and 10.
So here comes the Auburn offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Flex it out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And now on second down for this offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Picked off. What a way to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
He's got it. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Bears looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Power football with the run. There he goes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They're working that left side. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Touchdown, Baylor! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
Number 82.
Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Auburn Tigers will take over. 1st and 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Off over the middle, it's Davis. Able to work into the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
Here we go.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. All by himself. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The #1 goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. And I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. This guy's one of the best in the nation. He's had 0 impact in this game.
It's incomplete. They've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Going over the top. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Proctor. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Off-play action on first down. Quick strike complete. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Handoff to the single running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throws for the tight end. Working that left side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
And the Bears back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the ground. He's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Terry. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll get rid of it. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And they've regained the lead. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got the back in the middle. Crosses the 40. At the 45 on his way. Brings into the open. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Motion from the wideout. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
If you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
One of the things you have to be impressed about this defense is that they've got guys in the back end who can cover, man-to-man or zone. That last one gets swatted away. They're in a situation where they're expecting pass. You know this is going to be a tight window to throw into if you're the quarterback here.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Tigers! And they've moved out front here on the 4th.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Terry. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense not fooled there in a 2-minute situation. This offense trying to go quick game, trying to catch some blocks to see if they can spring that guy, but the defensive pursuit just too good on that one.
Got a man. It's Terry. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Proctor. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Makes the catch. It's Terry. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
The Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. This crowd even louder now on 2nd down as they try to hold on. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Touchdown Bears! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Now, you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but But a good return out to the 36.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking the deep shot. He's got it all right. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.